Right everyone, so I've just got in and I've seen that Team of the Week 28 has just been released on Twitter. So as you can see, you're looking like quite a good Team of the Week. I'd actually thought that it might not be the best Team of the Week, but by the looks of it, it looks like it's actually going to be a pretty sought after Team of the Week. Quite a few of the players. Some of them I know what they did, some of them I don't know what they did, but looking at it, it looks like quite a good Team of the Week. So the first player we will go to is Kerskov, and also just to say, there was no Team of the Week review last week because the web app wasn't up. So there was nothing I could do about it. But Kersakov, a popular striker in the Russian league. I know there's Dumbia and Fagnarov, but he is still popular, and with this inform and the pace, the shooting, and the 70s for passing, dribbling, and heading, I'm sure he'll be sought after a bit just because he looks like a really good striker. I mean, he's got good all-round stats in passing, heading, and dribbling, but his pace and his shooting really do stand out. So I think he'll be a sought after player, at least for Russian teams. Now moving on to the second player, who is Soldado. Now he has got quite a bit of competition, mainly due to his lack of pace, but his 93 shooting might make some people want him. Also got decent dribbling and heading stats. Not the best passing, but not many strikers do have the best passing. But as you can see, pretty good all-round stats for a striker. But as I say, there is better options in Liga BBVA. Strikers with more pace, so I don't think he'll be sought after, but I don't think he'll be sought after as much as other strikers. Now moving on to the next player, who is Vucinic, who I think is now the best right midfielder in Serie A, so he might actually be worth a wee bit if you can fit him into right mid. I'm pretty sure the highest is 82, and that is Krasic, Pepe in form, and Maggio in form. So this is actually a really good team, a really good pick, sorry, for Serie A teams. Really all round, pretty good stats, 84 pace, always good to have good shooting stats in a winger just to cut in. 75 passing, 86 dribbling, and alright heading, pretty good for a winger if you think about it, but some really good all round stats. Best, I've actually just realised he'll be pretty sought after since he's now the best right mid in the Serie A, so anybody making full Serie A teams, I'm sure that he'll be in it mostly now just because he's the highest rated and he's got pretty good all-round stats, to be fair. Now moving on to the next player, who is Valencia. Insane pace, 96 pace, 87 dribbling, 70 heading, 84 shooting, 81 passing. Insane stats, really good all-round stats. No, he's the best right midfielder. I know there's Jorginho in form, but he's really rare, so his price is just about, I think it's about 200 to 300k. So Valencia will be really sought after now, just because he's the highest rated, because Walcott, he got an 85 in form in a striker position, not a right mid position. So that makes him, for a reasonable price, and to be honest, he probably is, in my opinion, a better player than Jorginho just in game. So I think he'll be well sought after, especially because of that pace. I'm sure, I don't know exactly off my top of my head, but I think that he's got much faster pace than Jorginho, maybe by about 4 points, I'm not too sure. But anyway, moving on to the next player, who is Hazard. Now, best centre attacking mid in League One now, and I mean, he is fantastic in game, especially at left wing. I think he's got 4 or 5 star skills, so people might feel that he's a bit wasted in the CAM position, just because there won't be as much space for him. But 92 pace, 94 dribbling, 85 shooting, 83 passing, I mean, fantastic. And to be honest, there is quite a few players in this Team of the Week that would fit into a couple of my teams, so I could be getting a couple of them, because actually it does look like some pretty good Team of the Week. Really boosted the stats up quite a bit and put in some players that are basically the highest rated in their league. Now moving on to the next player, who's Muller. I just actually sold him for the Road to Coin Making series. If you've not seen it and you're new to the channel, please go and check it out. But I actually just sold him today for 59k. I think it was a profit of about 10k. So really lucky with this one. 87 pace, 85 shooting, 80 passing, 82 dribbling, and 73 heading. Really good all-round stats. Not the best CAM in Bundesliga, Schweinsteiger is better, but he is still a really good card to pick up. Now moving on to the next player, who is Lucas, who I'm pretty sure has got 5-star skills. I think Alcino, but I think he is really sought after for silver Gold, sorry, and he is, I mean, Sao Paulo, Brazilian, he is going to be pretty sought after, 92 pace, 89 dribbling, alright shooting and passing, not the best for a CAM, but I think just because he's Brazilian, pretty sure he's got 5-star skills, so he'll be pretty sought after, you know, with Neymar, Robinho up front maybe, or other things, so really good card there for the Brazilian league, really good all-round player. Now moving on to the next player, who's Lahm. Now, I'm probably going to get him because the best left back in the Bundesliga at the moment is Panda in form, and I've actually got him in my team. But I think I'll be getting Lahm because he just looks he's a really good player at right back. I know he'll be, well, he's right footed, I know that, and I know a left back position that could be a bit dodgy, but I just think because I like him as a good all round player that I probably will still get him. I'll wait and see what price he ends up being at, I think, because he is by far the best left back in the Bundesliga. Well, you're definitely looking at probably about 100 plus K at least, probably a lot more than that, but we'll wait and see. So 85 pace, 85 passing, 85 dribbling, 70 heading, 84 defending. Is his first card, just a really good all-round player. Really good passing, especially passing, which is pretty important for a defender, just to get the ball out of the defence if you're under pressure or anything. So a really good player, and I'll probably be picking him up just because it's a massive stat increase compared to Panda. And moving on to Gali, and I know I've said that really bad, but he's Italian. I probably should be able to say that, but first time I've ever seen that name, never heard of this player. His pace really does let him down, but 81 heading and 80 defending. The only people I can really see wanting him is Catania, fans Catania. There is a lot of better options in Serie A for around the same price, and Choini, for example, so I don't think he'll be worth that much. Moving on to the next player, who is Valera. Now Serie A, I mean, Liga BBVA have actually been getting some really good right backs this year. Obviously they've got Ramos already, but some really good informs as well. 82 pace, 84 heading, which is really good for a right back, and 80 defending. Alright passing and dribbling as well, but there is better options in Liga BBVA. But I still think he will be sought after maybe a wee bit, just because he's a good all-round card, and he'll probably be going for cheap just because there is better options. Now moving on to the next player, who is Helton, who I'm sure will be sought after because he's Brazilian, plays in Liga Portuguesa, so I think he'll be pretty sought after. I think he's actually quite a good goalkeeper in game. Never used him, but from what I hear he is. So 84 diving, 82 handling, 86 reflexes, and 85 positioning. Really good card. His kicking's alright as well. His speed is a big letdown, but I think because I'm pretty sure I know there's Julio Cesar, but for people to pick up for Liga Portuguesa, Brazilian hybrid, I think he will be quite a big player in those teams, so I do see him going for a wee bit. Now moving on to the next player, who is Consagli, who plays for Atlanta in Serie A. Some really good stats actually. 78 diving, 79 reflexes, 73 handling, 77 positioning, which is actually good all round, really good all round goalkeeper. I know there's another inform, I think there's maybe one or two inform silver Serie A goalkeepers, so I'm not too sure about their stats exactly, but he looks like quite a good all round goalkeeper that some people will probably want. Now moving on to the next player, who actually has a first inform in a CAM position, but he's been moved to the left wing here. I think he plays for Pachuca. Yeah, Pachuca. He's Argentinian, so I think maybe some people might want to link him up. I don't know, but anyway, 79 pace, 76 dribbling, 77 shooting, 75 passing, and 75 heading. So he does look like a pretty good all-round player. As I say, I don't know if there's better options in the Mexican league. I don't think there is, but he looks like, just also because he's in form, got some really good all-round stats, so he might be pretty sought after. Moving on to Karakan, who plays for Reading. He's Turkish, and I know they've been in really good form recently. 76 pace, which is really good for a CDM silver. 70 dribbling, 70 shooting, which is also really good. Not really good, but you know what I mean. And pretty good, good all round. 68 defending, 65 passing, 67 heading. I don't think, well, I'm not too sure to be honest, if there's a better option in the Championship. but he does look like a good all-round player that some people might want. Then moving on to Alan, who plays for Swansea, he's Welsh. So 70 pace, 72 dribbling, 76 passing, good all-round stats. There is better CMs and CM Silvers in the Premiership, but he'll probably go for a wee bit just because he's in the Premiership. But a good all-round player. Moving on to the next player, who is Symes, who plays for, I think that's Rochdale, yeah, Rochdale. So he's got alright stats for a bronze. I don't think he'll be that sought after. There is much better players, much better bronze players in the English players. So I don't think he'll be worth that much, but he's bronze, so his price will probably keep up just because he's English as well. Now moving on to Cole, who plays for Sydney. 68 pace, 67 dribbling, 65 shooting, so some really good for a right back. Bronze. I don't know if there's a better option in the A-League, but a really good all-round player by the looks of it, and just a player that some people probably want. Now moving on to an MLS bronze, which is always nice to see. 74 pace. There is better options, but just because he's in form and he's American, I still think some people might be wanting him. So he looks like a good all-round player, especially in his pace, dribbling and shooting. And looking at the whole team of the week, it's looking like a pretty good team of the week. They're really starting to see some good team of the weeks. Maybe EA need a wee bit of money, but really good team of the week. Good to see some players that I will probably want to see in my team. Of course, you need to watch with team of the season coming up. Of course, many players will be getting probably another inform, just because if you're getting an inform in a week during the season, then you're tending to do well in your league, so you'll probably get a team of the year spot. But as I say, Hazard is a player I might get, Muller and Lahm, maybe Valencia. So some really good players here, a really good team of the week. So this has been Celtic Chris H7. If you think I'm a bit out of breath, it's just because I literally came in and did this because I like to get it out as soon as I can to you guys. So for a more calm team of the week next week and road to coin making, there will be one out later. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching.